Jalen was a commentary YouTube channel that surpassed 300k subscribers on YouTube and was striving daily with videos reaching almost 100,000 views every time. But as of today, the channel goes by the name inactive and views are very low, and obviously the channel isn't thriving. She would start out making Minecraft Let's Play and Minecraft videos that people used to watch back in the day that were very popular, then transitioned into commentary videos. Her first commentary video being the worst video on YouTube. That's the title of her video, and this was around November of 2019. She would blow up covering Dream and doing drama about Dream, and that was really what blew her up originally. But as you know, there's a lot of videos on the internet exposing Jalen and telling you why she is a bad person and why she got canceled. Now, we're not going to sit here and go through the full background of Jalen, and I'm not going to do that for any of the people I talk about that get canceled in this video. We're just going to get straight to the point, and I'm going to tell you why these people got canceled and why they have no chance of coming back. And the reason Jalen has no chance of coming back to the internet and getting views is because, well, she's racist. And I don't just go around throwing around that R word and just calling anyone that. No, she is genuinely an insanely racist person. And you can't be a commentary channel that makes videos about insane people and be insane yourself. You will get exposed, and that's exactly what happened to Jalen in the Discord call.
It's just really funny that they say on Twitter, yeah, all transphobic people are pedophiles, and just being openly transphobic towards Ringo.
That's not being transphobic. I can make 41% jokes. Also, Ringo's also literally making the same jokes. Like, what the f are you talking about, Nick? Like, what the fuck? Are you retarded?
Ooh.
Like,
you're not black, Jalen. You're not allowed to say that.
Fair,
you're not allowed to say that word. Are you racist? I am black.
Jesus.
I am black,
all
actually.
hypocrites.
Jesus, you're all hypocrites. Anyone that sounds like that, bro, you cannot trust them in this life, in this world. And in that Discord call, Jalen was calling the only black guy in that Discord call the hard R. And if we get to another Discord call with famous YouTuber Cheeto and Keemstar would ask Jalen what he would do, what his dream job would be in a socialist world, and he said that his dream job would be a slave and getting whipped like a slave.
In a socialist country, what would your employment be? What would be the dream job?
Just being a slave. I would love to be whipped.
What?
What the f is wrong with you, dude?
Eventually, the true colors of Jalen came out, and people would slowly, well, honestly, very quickly stop watching her. And if you look at the comments on her brand new video about Kris Tyson, the first comment is just, "Give me my fries, little bro. Bro fell off so hard, just put the fries in the bag. Pack it up, bro. The fact that this goof thinks we're gonna miss him always makes me laugh. You defend him and another monster like him, didn't you? All the Chadman shit you endorsed. You and Kris should team up. Dude actually quit, that's insane. Struggling to hit 5k views is crazy." Yeah, everyone turned on her. Well, they're calling him in the comment section, but I'm gonna be nice. And if you watch the video, which is pretty hard to sit through and watch, but if you watch it, she's just sitting there defending Kris Tyson the whole time. It just shows how insane she really is. You're defending a child groomer, which there's no more perfect way to transition into the next person we're gonna talk about, Kris Tyson, which did something a little worse in my opinion than Jalen. You know, Jalen said the N-word. It's a bad word you shouldn't say if you're white especially, but you know, Kris Tyson would groom children in Discord. As you know, Kris Tyson was part of the group that's the biggest group on YouTube as of today, which is the MrBeast group, crew, whatever you want to call him. And Kris Tyson goes way, way back with MrBeast and all the old videos. He was actually MrBeast's best friend. But recently, MrBeast fired Kris Tyson from his team, and Kris Tyson said that he stepped down. I honestly believe more that MrBeast fired him for what he did. As you can see here, MrBeast would announce on Twitter with 103.2 million impressions and 783,000 likes as of today. Over the last few days, I've become aware of the serious allegation of Ava Tyson's behavior online, and I am disgusted and opposed to such unacceptable acts. During that time, I have focused on hiring an independent third party to conduct a thorough investigation to ensure I have all the facts. That said, I've seen enough online and taken immediate action to remove Ava from the company, my channel, and any association with MrBeast. I do not condone or support any of the inappropriate actions. I will allow the independent investigators the necessary time to conduct a comprehensive investigation and will take any further actions based on their finding. Now, who knows if MrBeast actually is doing what he said here? We really don't know. We can start here with this Discord message where Kris sends an underage kid a snap where it says "Coming for America," CUMMING. This is coming from a kid who was a really big MrBeast fan. Right now he's an adult, but at the time of these Discord messages and Kris talking to him, he was an underage minor. And he even came out on Twitter saying 5 or 6 years later, looking back at this, that these conversations were all inappropriate and should not have happened with people his age. And you can see him literally say after he sends the snap that Kris sent them that Kris is a different man off camera. That's all he has to say. Now, what does that mean? And if we look at this here, this proves that this is Ava Kris Tyson's Snapchat. Now, these are leaked texts between her and a minor on Snapchat, and you can see some of the text here are like, "Thanks dad, lol, been stepped up, lol." He's calling a little kid dad. Then you could see again he calls him dad once again and sends him kissy faces to a little kid. And we got more leaked DMs here between him and a minor saying, "I barely got screen time in one of the vids on MrBeast's video. I wish I could see you more," with the face. Like, that is disgusting. Text him, "Your birthday is coming up, isn't it?" He asks how old the kid is turning. The kid says 14. Then he says he can get him whatever he wants. More grooming by Ava Kris Diddy here. Even saying, "I could spoil you. That's something you tell your bitch. I'm tired. Texting you is the only thing that's keeping me awake right now." What a sick freak. And after all this went out and Kris Tyson basically got canceled, this is a tweet from his sister, one of his siblings. She says, "I'm his sibling. He, and yes, I used the correct pronoun, told me that he got fully aroused when he secretly stole my female clothes and put them on. He's deluded and disturbed, and it's 100% a fetish. He's narcissistic, and professionals have told him he needs a full psych evaluation." And I bet you could guess this is affecting MrBeast. Everyone is pushing for Jimmy to come out and say something about this on a video or just from his mouth, and the only thing we got is a Twitter post. But I think it's definitely safe to say we will never see or hear about Kris Tyson ever again when it comes to MrBeast or the crew. But someone else that got canceled off the internet and has no chance of ever coming back, just like Kris Tyson, would be EDP 445, Mr. Bryant Moreland, who would blow up on YouTube just by being himself and talking about his experiences of flushing the toilet and it being very hard to flush and his shit not being able to go, you know, just random stuff, and people found him funny.
Yeah, I just took a mean ass shit in Chipotle, and I've been holding this shit for almost, what, 15, 16 hours, and I used so much tissue to wipe my ass with. When I flushed the toilet, it didn't go all the way the f down.
Now, I think everyone knows about the EDP situation. He really had the world in his hands. Look what he was talking about, and he was making good money, able to pay his bills, but you know, there was one thing with EDP he couldn't get, and that was a girl. You know, he was so big that girls didn't find him attractive. So guess what EDP found attractive? Well, that would be little minor girls. And that's what EDP was trying to do, was meet up with a little minor. Someone by the name Chet Goldstein, or you can call him Alex Rosen, who still catches predators to this day. He just had an incident happen to where he caught someone, they went inside and they did something to themselves and unalived themselves because they were a predator. And he would actually end up getting arrested because this predator unalived himself. Crazy how the world works. But he would set up a sting operation on Bryant Moreland, known as EDP 445, and he would have a decoy minor text Bryant Moreland trying to lure him onto her, and that's exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? EDP was sending pictures of his shit, pictures of his, you know, genitalia, and sending the minor sexually explicit text. So they decided to meet up, where EDP showed up and looked so stupid to where he said he was there to get a cupcake.
Oh, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake and then go back home. There was, you know, nothing that was going to be sexual involved, because I'm not like that, you know. Well, obviously the text messages and stuff like that.
Big back, big back, big back, big back.
He would then proceed to leave the scene, and you know, the rest is history. Lots of channels would react to it, one of them being Penguin Zero, also known as Moist Critical. And really, after Moist Critical did his cover on this and everything and reacted to the whole situation, YouTube would delete EDP 445's channel for good. And this guy Brian has tried creating so many YouTube channels, and YouTube keeps deleting them, but he actually has one right now that goes by the name of Big Cheese.
Well, this is my 9 millionth attempt at trying to create a motherfucking YouTube channel. We'll see how long this bullshit lasts. Probably won't last long at all.
He currently has 3 videos, and he's right, it won't last that long. Once he starts getting more attention, YouTube will take his account down again. You know, you just can't have a big influence and talk to minors, just like the next person we're going to talk about, DrDisrespect, who had the streaming community in his hand for years. A lot of people love this guy even after getting banned on Twitch, and a lot of people didn't know why he got banned on Twitch until it came out that he was texting a minor through Twitch whispers and was going to meet up with this minor girl at a TwitchCon. And his gaming company he's the co-founder of even dropped him from the company because they did a thorough investigation and found out he actually did this. And DrDisrespect even admitted himself that he was talking to a minor in a tweet. The tweet is very long, but basically he admits that yes, he was communicating with a minor back then. And here's even DrDisrespect's live reaction from seeing he got dropped from his gaming company for what he did.
You know how we run things here.
And in that same stream, which was his last stream, to my guess ever, he would say he felt like taking a break from streaming and walking off into the sunset.
It's fatigue. It's tired. It's wanting to just kind of move away from the limelight. It's time to drive into the sunset, says Swervin. Oof, man, I like your style. It might be time.
And Tim the Tatman, one of Doc's best friends and someone who used to actually work with children before he was streaming and was a big streamer, he would react to the situation and said he could not support DrDisrespect anymore.
He said that he was messaging a minor and it would sometimes lead to teeter on inappropriate if he knew that was a minor and those were the messages being sent. I cannot support that.
But the most recent post we get from DrDisrespect is this from his Twitter that got 52 million views and 113,000 likes. Still got a lot of support from people, and he's saying that us as the audience, we're playing checkers while he's playing chess. So I guess he's trying to say he's making a comeback, or I don't know, but I don't think he could come back after what he did, because once you message minors and it leads on to inappropriate conversation, there's no coming back from that, especially as an influencer. Someone would say in a DrDisrespect Reddit, one tiny little problem with this potential comeback. He's literally demonetized on YouTube. Memberships are null and void. Super chats are disabled. Where would his comeback even take place? Facebook Gaming? Is he gonna go to Kick to finally cement that place as the Hospice Center for streamers? Whatever Hospice means, I'm just gonna say hostile place. You know what I'm saying? Because Kick is the hot place for pedophiles. But he is demonetized on YouTube, that's right, so Kick would be the next option, which if they give him a contract, that makes Kick look horrible. I mean, I think it's just pretty simple to keep your career. Just be a good person and don't talk to minors. Now, Leafy is here. I think he did the least worst thing here, but he actually did get canceled off of YouTube, and there's no chance he could come back just because he's made multiple channels already. And Susan, who did own YouTube before, this new guy, Neil Mohan, you know, she kept banning him. Now, Leafy, he was one of the first edgy commentary YouTubers, and he would have 4.9 million subscribers before he got banned in 2020. Now, he got banned for multiple or severe violations of YouTube's policy on harassment, and he didn't have any strikes before, but he had 12 videos about Pokimane where he would talk about her appearance, her personal life, her secret boyfriend, you know, her videos, and make fun of her, really, you know, bullying her in a way, but in a funny content way that his fans like. But 3 strikes on YouTube and you're out, and I'm guessing that a bunch of his videos got striked down at once, and that's how he got banned. And a few days before he got banned, Pokimane would actually talk about, you know, everything going on and, you know, the videos about her.
A lot of people talk about the way that I look recently. Just want to put it out there. I don't think I'm the prettiest person in the world.
And a few days after this video was released, Leafy would get banned off of YouTube permanently in August of 2020. But a couple years after he got banned, he would tweet, "Don't let me get fat." Then a year later in 2023, you could see Leafy with, you know, a little bit of a bigger face. And he's even banned on Twitter. Elon doesn't even like him. Account suspended. Wow. Yeah, I don't think there's any way Leafy comes back to the internet at all, or any of these people I talked about in this video.